What is going on, everybody? This is your boy JC from JC Sports Talk, and today, this is training camp eve, and I had to come on here and just talk about what are we expecting, what we want to see, and I had to bring on a special guest, Mr. Tyrone, the Sport Garage. What's up, man? Hey, how you doing?
Hey man, what's good, man? Thank you for having me. Everything is lovely, man. I'm ready to talk some Eagles with you. I'm hype. I'm ready.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, look, since this is your first time, man, let them know a little bit about you and your background. You know, what I mean, what you're working on and stuff like that.
Okay, well, I started my platform about a year ago, the Sports Garage. I've been on, for those who listen to Sports Talk Radio, I've been on 94 WIP a couple times with Angelo Cataldi and the morning team. That's how I got started. People start recognizing me and pointing me out. Oh man, are you Tyrone Brown? Are you Tyrone Brown? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just start my own platform. The lady behind the mastermind supported everything, and that's how I got started. Been an Eagle fan since Randall Cunningham, and things have not changed through all the ups and downs, the heartbreak and all. I've been here through it all, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man. Hey, thank you for coming on, man. Hey, I can't wait to chop it up with you, man. Just to pick your brain on, what's your expectation for the Philadelphia Eagles season? But before we get started, hey, what's going on, Ted, man? What's up, my buddy? How you doing? Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Nina, always here, always. I mean, this is the true Philadelphia Eagle fan and supporter right there. That's what I'm talking about. Richard, what's up? Long time no see, brother. What is going on, Richard? What's up? Bradley, let's go Birds all day.
What's up?
All right. Hey, and without further ado, man, let's get into it, man. Tomorrow, training camp.
Hey, Richard, how you doing, buddy?
Yes, sir. So, all right. So the biggest story in the off season and just coming into this training camp, I believe, will be on Jalen Hurts. What is your expectation for Jalen Hurts this upcoming season?
The main thing you want to see Jalen Hurts. You want to see him improve. Has he improved in the pocket awareness, his accuracy? I think he has enough arm, but I think he's a guy that can't be late with the football. That's just pretty much it. So my expectation of him, what he had, 16 touchdowns, 10 picks last year.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, he should have had more though. Like he should have had more. We all watched the games. We all watched the games and stuff like that.
So drops,
he should have had more.
Like
a couple
bad
drops.
Throws.
I mean, it's almost about 8 to 10 touchdowns that was either called back or illegal screen, whatever it was. So he should have been up there pretty much.
So I'm thinking my expectation would be to see him at least throw about 25 to 30 touchdowns, maybe not throw, but combine as far as run and pass, and just bring up his accuracy. That's what I want to see. Can he be more accurate in the pocket? That's the thing. Can he?
Yeah, I mean, look, I agree with you, man. Look, from Jalen Hurts this upcoming season, like I want to see, hey, one, could you start off hot from start to end? Because sometimes, hey, let's be honest, last year, a few times our offense wasn't even like starting to score until like the second or third quarter. You know what I mean? Like we started off slow. We was relying on our defense. I don't know if all that was on Jalen Hurts, but he was missing a couple throws there that could have kept the drive going. So I want to see consistency. Could he throw the wide receivers open? That's my biggest thing I'm watching for, because the arm strength to me doesn't matter if you are throwing them open, if you are on time. You know what I mean? Like, 5 yards out, the ball should be out your hand. When he plant his foot, turn out, the ball should be out. When that left foot plant to go right, the ball should be out his hand. And then by the time the wide receiver open, turn around, the ball should be right there. So I want to see, could he throw these wide receivers open? So also I want to see, could he look like to his left. All last year people saying that he always go right, he always throw right. So could he use the whole field instead of just
Yes.
shrinking the field in half? So I definitely want to see that, and I just want to see him be more poised in the pocket. Not get ready to
Right.
run.
Right.
Last year he took off a lot. He took off pretty fast last year a few times, but sometimes he
Right.
had to take
Right.
off. But he was taking
Right.
off a lot last time before he even ran through his progression. So I want to see if all that what he was working on this offseason.
Right. But you know how it goes. Most first year quarterbacks who've been relying on their legs their whole career, that's the first thing they go with. We can go with Michael Vick. You can go with Eric McNair. The list goes down. There's a lot of guys who just run first, man. You know how it go. So hopefully this is his second year. This is Sirianni's second year. Hopefully they got together in the off season and now they can get this thing rolling a little bit, man. That's what you're looking for.
So do you think because the offensive play calling is out of Nick Sirianni's hands now, so do you think now that might help Jalen Hurts out a little bit more because of the last time with the second half when Shane took over, we started running a lot more. That's when Jalen Hurts started cooking. We started being a more balanced. His throw was getting better. His throwing motion was getting better because now it wasn't like pass on Nick Sirianni type of offense. Nick Sirianni had this whole offensive mindset in his head, but he didn't have.
That was unrealistic, man.
Exactly. Like he didn't had even what he came from the Colts, right? Nick Sirianni. So he didn't have a Phillip Rivers when he was there. A veteran, accurate and on time. Off. So I think that Nick Sirianni came here saying, "Hey, I've been waiting my whole life to be a coach. I'm just going to do it my way."
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought too. That's what I thought too as well. Especially when you run the ball, a handful of times the first 6 weeks of the season, getting Jalen beat up and killed. One of the great offensive line we have, and you wasn't even using their strengths. They're a run block team. The run sets up the pass. The sport has changed, but the philosophy has not, man. The run always sets up the pass. It has always been that way.
Yeah, and I agree.
And as far as Nick, I don't know if Nick is going to help him or not, because remember when he was in San Diego, he ran a more conservative style offense. I think they want to open it up more. That's why you trade for AJ Brown. That's why you got Devontae Smith. That's why you get the Zach Pascal. That's why you getting all these weapons on the outside because they want to open it up now.
Yeah, and look, and you brought up a good point. I mean, this offseason, yes, the Philadelphia Eagles went out and got him his best friend in AJ Brown, right? I mean, if you was going to ask for a wide receiver to come to Philadelphia, you couldn't ask for anyone better than AJ Brown. They've been practicing together every offseason since their college days, and now he is your number one wide receiver. So now it's okay, now is the weight bigger on Jalen Hurts' shoulders now since you got an AJ Brown, you got a second-year Devontae Smith, you got a Dallas Goedert, you got the wide receiver threats, Quez Watkins, Zach Pascal, maybe Rager, who knows? But you got all these weapons, and you got your running game coming back. Your offensive line has been ranked the number one offensive line going into this season. So now, there's a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts, or what percentage would you give it if you would say, you know what, hey, it's 80% on Jalen Hurts, 20% on the team, on everybody else, or it's a 50-50?
Well, the quarterback, he is the quarterback, and he is the quarterback in one of the most toughest cities to be quarterback. So you got to say it got to be 80%, maybe more in this city. You know how it is in this city. You know how it is in this city, man. The quarterback, look. Ask Carson, man. Soon as it got a little rough on him, what'd he do? He said, "Yo, let me get him out of here." Soon as the pressure, hit him, he was out of here. Some guys can't handle this big city, blue collar city, man. We get on you, we call you out on everything, man. And the pressure is always on that quarterback. Okay, he dropped the pass. Okay, this guy dropped the pass. What did the quarterback do? Was there a different guy he could have went to? It always goes back to the quarterback in this city, man, all the time.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, before I respond to that, hey, if you're watching, man, please make sure you hit that like button for your boy. It pushes this content out to all Eagle fans and haters. Like I always say, it doesn't matter who
Absolutely.
watches. But I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. And please, if you don't know my guy right here, if you're not subscribed to him, please go subscribe to his channel, man. He does a lot of different content, Eagles, Sixers. I mean, he be doing fantasy stuff. I mean, all that good stuff. So just go tap into him, man. Hey, go check him out. That's all I'm asking for. You know how we are. We are from Philly. We show some brotherly love and we support each other. So let's do the damn thing. All right. So I'm thinking this, man. I don't think it's 80% on Jalen Hurts at all. I really feel like the only reason why I feel like that some people say, yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts is because he's on a year-to-year trial until he signed a long-term contract or until he's no longer the Philadelphia Eagle quarterback. Because I feel like it's a team sport. I understand that. It's a team sport. Just like we talked about earlier. You saw between 8 to 10 touchdowns should have been counted, for Jalen Hurts. He probably should have had between 28 touchdowns to 29 touchdowns around that ballpark. Yeah. But things happen, let me see. Rager, he stepped out of bounds. He came back in, caught the ball, touchdown. Devontae Smith, he stepped out of bounds, got pushed out of bounds, because he's light in the butt. He got pushed out of bounds. He came back in, touchdown. Right. So that's 2 right there, get called back. Illegal pick, I think it was Zach Ertz or Dallas Goedert.
How many? We had so many. We had like 5 illegal picks last year, at least.
I'm telling you, yeah. So it's so many touchdowns that he should have had that been called back. So he should have had a better season than what his numbers are showing now. So I think I would put 60% on Jalen Hurts because he is the quarterback. He is a quarterback. And they did go out this offseason and give him some piece like A.J. Brown. Like we said, everybody is coming back healthy. There's no excuse, at least on the offensive side. Nick Sirianni, he's giving up play calling. Right. He's no longer going to be calling plays. So now we ain't got to worry about this pass. We can start off being balanced and open up the pass for him. So a whole bunch of things going to have to change, but he's definitely going to feel the pressure because I believe this is his last year, especially we possibly could have 2 first-round picks next year again. Who knows how high, what the Saints are going to be playing, how high that pick is going to be. But, this is it for him. I think this is it for him. So I'm like 60% on him. So.
Yeah, because that's why Howie wouldn't got that extra first-round pick just in case he want to move up and get a quarterback.
Exactly. But all right, man. So let's move on to our favorite offense, part of the offense, the wide receivers. For the first time in my lifetime as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, I could honestly say that we have a bona fide 2 number 1 wide receiver. 2, not 1, but 2. Devontae Smith could easily be a number 1, and A.J. Brown has proven that he could be a number 1. So what are you expecting from this duo? Are they the best duo in the NFC East or in the whole NFL? Like, where would you rank them?
Well, you got to wait and see because you know what AJ can do. We've seen what Devontae can do, but you got to see how they want to coexist with each other. We don't know yet. On paper it looks great. I would say they probably what top 6, top 5 duo in the league as far as paper
top goes. 4 for the PFF.
We got to 4. Right. See, that's what I'm saying. So on paper, everybody but you know how that paper look. Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Shout out Mike Tyson. I'm just saying. We got to wait and see. It looks good. But I still don't know yet, and because you don't know what the quarterback's going to do, you don't know what the offense game plan they're going to run. You got to wait and see. I don't really right now. Maybe about week 4 or 5, I can answer that question.
Yeah, and look on paper, everything looked good on paper, man. On paper, matter of fact, where's the Super Bowl being played this year? Where's the Super Bowl being played this year? Is it?
It's Los Angeles, right? Is it Los Angeles
again? Wasn't it? wasn't at the Rams last year.
Was
This
it
year,
who? Wait a minute. Wait a
he
minute.
might be in LA somewhere, but wherever on paper, this team on paper is good enough to be in a Super Bowl. This team on paper
Oh
now,
yes,
because
absolutely,
you,
absolutely.
you don't really have a weakness on this team. They'd be like, oh my God, this is our man, we're done. I mean, this team has
Right.
been well put together through the draft, through the free agency
Yes.
acquisition. I mean, so on paper, but hey, the game ain't played on paper, Chief.
Right.
The game is not played on
Nah,
paper;
it's
it's
definitely
played on
not.
the field.
And mind you, we still got question marks too with the safety spot too. So you just,
We do. We do. I mean, hey, this one right
hmm
here, this one concern right here, UN 609 was like, my biggest concern is the coaching staff. 100%, a
yeah,
hundred
exactly.
trillion correct. Because we don't know what kind, what JG we gonna see. What type of scheme he gonna run.
Right.
We don't know if Nick Sirianni really gonna get out a Shane Steichen there and not even call plays. And we don't know how long he's gonna be able to sit on the sideline and watch this team or whatever it is. There is some coaching concerns, but we're gonna have to see. We just
Right.
gonna have to
Right.
see. But Devontae Smith and AJ Brown to me, like they complement each other. Like they complement each other so well.
Okay.
So it's just like Mackin and
Yes.
Jackson. Mackin was our big body, even though he wasn't that big, but he was our big body wide receiver, good hands, good route running. And Jackson was the speedy wide receiver,
Yeah.
good hands too, but hey, he was
Right.
speed. But this one, AJ Brown is our big body wide receiver, and the Slim
Yes.
Reaper is just a toe tapping sideline machine. This dude, if the ball is
Oh
near
yeah.
him,
His
he's
route
catching
running game is
the ball.
crazy. Yes.
Crazy,
Yes. Yes.
crazy. So
Yes.
with that being
Yes. I
said, I
agree.
mean, like, what other duo in the NFC East? Let's just stick to the NFC East. Is better than
Okay.
Smith and AJ Brown.
I mean, you could just go right to Minnesota. You can go Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Right at the top. You can go to the Rams and say Cooper Kupp with the boy Allen Robinson the second. You know,
Yeah, and pop,
I mean, just
and
off the.
possibly if OBJ get healthy enough, you know.
I'm just saying, right at the top of my head, I can think of those two like right away, right off the top of my head.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree, but man, I'm excited to see what these two could do together on the field. I mean, give me a
Yeah.
stat prediction for these two, like AJ Brown, how many yards, how many touchdowns, and Devontae Smith, how many yards, how many touchdowns. Like, what is a good stat prediction you would give these two?
I can see if everything goes well, I can see AJ over 1,000. Maybe like 8 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns. I can see the Slim Reaper close to 1,000, when maybe like about the same, about 8 or more touchdowns. That's how talented this group is. You got to throw in Dallas Goedert too. He's going to take some possessions away from him too. So that's why I didn't get them both over 1,000. If you didn't have a good tight end in the middle, and also you got the running backs as well who can catch the ball in the backfield, so that's going to take away some catches as well. But they both should be up there in the high 70 to 80 catch range. Maybe 1,000 yards for, like I said, 1,000 yards for AJ, maybe 8 or 9 for the Slim Reaper. Almost double-digit touchdowns for both of them. That's the kind of season those two guys should have, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I completely agree. I actually feel like the more successful wide receiver in this system will be Devontae Smith,
Mm-hmm.
because AJ Brown has gained respect around the NFL that you had to try to double cover him. Like, you know
Yep.
what I mean? And you ain't covering Devontae Smith one-on-one.
No, you
So,
can't. Nope.
so
Nope.
regardless if Smith is being covered by the number one corner or number two corner, he gonna
Mm-hmm.
get hit regardless. As long the ball is there and not behind him, as long the ball is around him, he's gonna get hit. You saw what he did against Surtain last year. Surtain
Yeah.
is a bona fide number
Surtain
one
is a
corner.
dog, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he's a
dog.
dog.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and he caught what 2 touchdowns on him. Matter of fact, man, he has to turn what? Hey, when he was doing a little, he's not, you know.
Oh, you know what that was from? That was from the Cleveland Indian movie, Toronto.
Oh
Toronto.
yeah. So, but yeah, so and we definitely let me see. Anina was like, then Silvio said we don't have enough depth at wide receiver. That's one position that we do not have to worry about.
Nah,
We
I
do
think we got
not
plenty of depth there. Yeah, we got plenty of depth there.
plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, we got let me see, AJ Brown, Devontae
Right.
Smith, Chris Watkins, Jalen
Mm-hmm.
Rager, and don't forget JJ Arcega-Whiteside, Greg Ward, David Davon Allen, the fastest
Uh-huh.
guy, him,
Right.
and we have a couple more. So
Right.
yeah, so we definitely got that at the wide receiver. Zach Pascal, I forgot
I mean, so
him.
much. Yeah, Zach. Yeah, and Zach. I think Zach could play. People keep sleeping on Zach, man. Zach could play.
Yeah, yes, yeah, yo, Zach is what we wanted Jalen Rager to be.
Exactly.
Someone that
Exactly.
could, catch the ball, run through the middle, play the slot like he did at the Colts. I mean, he is a bigger body Jalen Rager, a more established Jalen Rager now. So, I mean,
Exactly.
to me, he's the fourth wide receiver. He's the
Oh
fourth
yeah.
wide receiver in my opinion. Easy. Let me
Yeah,
see.
I agree. I
Bradley. Let
totally
me
agree.
see. He says, I
He
think with the
spread you out, you in
looks.
trouble. You.
Oh yeah, I mean facts. Yeah, he spread. Yeah, I mean, and this team got speed. They got some wide receiver. All the wide receivers are proven, by the way. Like, there's really no rookie wide receiver on this team.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you're making this roster, these guys are
Nope.
players, especially the top four. They play some games. AJ Brown, a Pro Bowler, Devontae Smith, like we said, he broke the rookie
Yep.
reception record, receiving yard record last
Yep.
year. You got
Yep.
Zach Pascal.
Yep.
He's been in the league for a few years already. So these guys are good. So there's no rookie wide receiver. So we good to go. All right. So Bradley, I
Right.
think with the look that the defense has to improve with the addition, it will take some pressure off Hurts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely gonna talk about the defense, but I completely agree with you. The defense is going to be the key. The defense is going to be the key
Yes.
to our
Yes.
success of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, you're going to need can Jonathan Gannon get it done with a talented group now? That's the key. Can he get it done? It's all on Jonathan Gannon at this point because they got it. They got the pieces now.
exactly. So all right. So Miles Sanders in the running back room. All right. So everybody know that the Philadelphia Eagles signed, an ex-Cowboy running back, and I believe his name is Jaquan Hardy. He's 5'10",
Yeah.
225. This is his second year in the league. He played for the Cowboys last year. And matter of fact, he scored a touchdown against the Philadelphia Eagles week 18 last year, by the way. So, I mean, but he's a
Sure
big
did.
body
Yes,
back.
he did.
A big body back. We still got Miles Sanders. We still got Gainwell. Huntley is still on the team, by the way. I mean, how do you
Right.
see who's the clear number one, and how do you see this whole running game moving forward?
I mean, Miles Sanders is the clear number one if he can stay healthy and stop fumbling the football. That's it. That's it. That's it for Miles. Can he stay healthy and can he hold on to the football? They also drafted a big boy from Oklahoma, the boy Kennedy Brooks. Keep your eye on that young guy. That guy's something. And you got Kenneth Gainwell breathing down Miles Sanders' neck. We know Boston Scott. He's not going to be the number one. He's a third down back. He's like he's like a Darren Sproles almost a little bit. But
Yeah.
when you really look at it, Miles Sanders got to stay healthy and he got to stop fumbling the football. That's it.
Facts. I mean, look, I love Miles Sanders. I think I'm probably one of the Eagle fans that want Miles Sanders to get a contract extension from the Philadelphia Eagles. I still believe
Right.
sometime either now through probably midway through the season that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to sign Miles Sanders to a contract extension. Yes,
Okay.
I know he is banged up. All right, so he's been in the league. This is about to be his fourth year, but he missed
Right.
about, I think, possibly 8 games or so. I did a whole video on Miles Sanders, all his injuries and stuff like that. In fact, it's never no more than a few games. All right, so that's number
Right.
one. But the biggest concern problem that people have with Miles Sanders is he's always trying to like run east and west and not north and south, like
Yes.
a
Take the
Boston
home run.
Scott or a Jordan Howard. But that's what
Mm-hmm.
makes him special. That's what makes Miles Sanders special because this dude, like for the past, I think 2-3 years, he's been at least top two in the league, yards per carry, averaging 5.5 a carry. And you ain't gonna find that
Right.
off the street.
But the thing they were saying about Miles is that he hit them home runs when he followed the scheme of the offense. Is when he tries to freelance is when he has those problems. Remember when we had Shady here? Shady said the same thing. Shady said, I was always trying to break the home run. But when I start working within the offense, I was able to get those runs. I was able to get one-on-ones with the safeties and the linebackers and things like that. That's what Miles Sanders has to understand. You don't have to do it alone when you have an offensive line like you do. Just follow what they're giving you. When you get to the second level, then do your thing.
Yo, hey, that's a perfect comparison. Yo, he remind me of Shady, but Shady,
Uh-huh.
like when he ran, like he had the ball out here like a loaf of bread. Like I'm like, come on, man,
Oh
put
yeah, well
that
nobody
away.
can run like that. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Shady
yeah,
was
yeah,
different.
he
Yeah.
was like running like that. I mean, he was shifty and all, but I agree with you. Like Miles Sanders to me, man, I want Miles Sanders. He's young. He's like 24 years old. Like this dude is a
Yeah.
young kid, like 24,
Yeah.
25, I think. So I mean, he's not old at all. Yes, the injuries has been there, but last year, yo, this dude had 0 touchdowns. How is that
I know, I
possible to
know.
be a running back in the NFL and rush for I think almost 900 yards or 800 yards and not have not one touchdown? Whose fault was that? Is it Miles Sanders or is it the
Oh, that was Nick
coaching?
Sirianni. Oh, that was Nick Sirianni. Because remember the first 6 weeks he didn't run the football. Then it was crazy because when they started to run the football against the Raiders, Miles gets hurt, and then Jordan took over. And then he comes back at the end of the season. Now they're in the flow with Kenneth Gainwell getting the ball in the red zone, Howard getting the ball in the red zone. It's like he was phased out of the red zone offense because of that.
Yeah, which didn't make no sense to me because he was from the 20 to the 20. Once he get within the red
Right.
zone, man, they take him out. I'm like, come on, man. That's why he was like, man, getting angry sometimes, like spiking the ball or running out of bounds.
Right.
I mean, because he don't get his opportunities to shine. Because how am I going to work from the 20 to 20 and then you take me out?
Right.
And then a game where got like 5 or 6 touchdowns last year. Boston Scott got his, Jordan Howard got his. How the hell Miles Sanders did not get one touchdown is beyond me. I will be
But
pissed.
they didn't trust him. They didn't trust him at the 20s because too much east and west. When you watch the Eagles score those touchdowns with the Gaineswells and the Scotts, they were hitting the hole, just taking what the defense was giving them and making their moves in the secondary. Where Miles is trying to make a move right as soon as he gets the ball. No, just hit the hole hard as you can, and then when you get down there, use your power or use your moves when you get out there. And that's why they kept taking him out when he got to the 20 because he wasn't that north and south guy. You can't do that east and west down to the 20. That don't work.
No.
You and I both know that.
Exactly. It doesn't. So what's your expectation for him this season? I mean, do you feel like because of how last year ended, all right, so we ended being the number one rushing team. He saw exactly what worked when he was out, when he was hurt for those 3 games. He came back in. He started playing a lot better. He started running a lot harder. He started running north and south. So what do you see for Miles Sanders this coming season? Because this is it. This is it. This is his fourth.
This is contract year.
This is.
Year. I'm going to go. I'm going to give him, if he can follow the offense like he's supposed to and run like you said when he came back those 3 games, I got him going 1,400 yards and like 10 touchdowns. Easy. It's easy. It's easy
Woo!
work for him. Easy work for Miles Sanders if he can get himself together. That's easy work for him.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what was my bold prediction for Miles Sanders because I know I had him going over 1,100 yards, and I
Right.
think I had him at least 10 or 12 touchdowns. And,
Okay.
and I had him as the top in the top five a running back in the NFL, within the top five a conversation. I really feel like that he will have a bounce back year. He will
Right.
have a bounce back season. He's been working out in the off
Right.
season. Last year, man, I really think that last year
Right.
either humbled him or pissed him off or something. I mean, he's
Yep.
coming into this year with this is it for me. I had something to prove, even though I feel like that, like I said, he
Yep.
is one of the top running backs within the NFL, yards per carry. I mean, this dude is averaging 5 yards every time he touches the ball. Like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Because that's saying if I give you the ball 2 times, we get a first down. Every 2 times he touches the ball, that's a first down. Like, we should not. Like, that's ridiculous. So you ain't gonna find running backs like that on the streets. I know a lot of people want
No,
Kenneth
you're right.
Gainwell. Go ahead.
I like Kenneth Gainwell. Um, and like you see, Kenneth Gainwell, he's another guy, straight line back, but then he would make his moves when he gets in the secondary, and that's all Miles have to do. He's the most talented back on this roster, hands down. It's not even close.
Facts.
But if you cannot work within the scheme of the offense, it does not matter in football. It's not basketball where one guy can get on the floor and take it over. It doesn't work like that in football. It got to be 11 guys on the same page. It has to be.
Yeah, and I love what the Philadelphia Eagles have. The Philadelphia Eagles have the perfect running back room to me. Like they have
Yes.
your home run hitter and Miles Sanders. You have your little pass catching back in Cam Gainwell, and you have your ground and pound. Even though Boston Scott is only 2 feet tall, but that dude,
he's still a monster.
he's a monster. He's so low to the ground. He runs low to the ground. I mean, and you're not going to hit him just one time. He's going to fall down. He's going to run right through. At least he's going to try.
Oh, yeah.
And now, and now, I know we drafted a running back. No, we picked up a running back. After the draft was over. But who do you see making
Brooks? That's the ball I'm talking about.
So how many running backs do you see making this team?
So Miles is going to make it. Gainwell was going to make it. Boston Scott's going to make it. So it's going to come down to if they're going to right. So it's going to be those 3 guys right off the top. So the key is, are they keeping 4 or 5? Are they keeping 4 or 5? And that's when the guys like Kennedy Brooks comes in, or the guy Harding comes in, or one of those guys going to step up. Even the guy, what's his name, Hunting.
Yeah, Huntley.
So Huntley. Yeah. So they have about 3 running backs who's on the bubble, in my opinion, that's going to be fighting for either a 1 or 2 spots. But I can't see the Eagles keeping no more than 4 running backs, and maybe a couple on the practice squad. That's how they normally roll.
Yeah, and that's what I'm scared of, like the practice squad, because the practice squad is fair game. Like you put a guy on the practice squad, like anybody can snatch him. I'm surprised.
No, you got that protection now. You got that protection now.
Do they?
You got that practice squad protection now. Yeah, you can protect a couple guys. I think it's 2 guys you can protect on the practice squad from being taken.
Yeah, but that's a couple days before the game, though. But that's a couple days before the game. But like,
gotcha. Okay.
So it was see, man. Hey, shout out to Philly Talk Podcast. What is going on, my guy? One of the great Eagle content creators out there, man. If you don't know who is, go check him out, man. He also do Eagles play-by-play, Sixers play-by-play. One of the funniest, humblest, intelligent, Eagle content creator out there. Just go give him a follow. Go check him out. Hey, Jenks, when's your birthday, Jenks? I keep seeing happy early birthday, Jenks. Hey, when your birthday, Jenks? But yeah, so hey, this running back by committee to me is gonna be fascinating. Even though we kind of knew,
Yeah,
other
yeah,
top three, so but who's the fourth? How many we keeping? And it's all about Miles Sanders. This is all about Miles Sanders. Just like the offense is all about Jalen Hurts, the running back
yep,
group is all about Miles Sanders. Could he
yep.
stay healthy? Could he follow his blocks? Could he score more than one touchdown, zero touchdowns? I
Exactly,
mean,
exactly.
it's all about
I mean, you
it's
think about that
Miles.
year they went to the Super Bowl. They had three. They had Blunt, they had the A Train, they had Clement, and they
Yeah,
all complemented each other.
exactly. So I mean, I feel good about this running back room. I feel good about this running back
Yeah,
room,
me too.
and it seems like it doesn't matter who's back there though, because our offensive line is that good. Like even when we had
Oh, no
our whole
doubt.
like all our backups in against Dallas, it seemed like that even the backup offensive lineman was throwing the Dallas Cowboys starting defensive line around when he came
Yes.
to running the ball. Huntley was showing off. I mean, so I think
Yep.
it's the scheme that they run, the system that they run. So
Yes.
I hate to say you could put anybody back there, but I feel like with our offensive line, you possibly can. You probably can put
Yeah. I
anybody
mean,
back just
listen.
follow your offensive line.
I mean, shout out to Jeff Stoutland, man. Every time the Eagles get rid of
Yes.
everybody, they bring back Jeff, man. Shout out to Jeff, man. Jeff be doing his thing with the O line, man. That's what he
Yo,
does. I mean, you got Lander Dickerson. They just got Jurgens to take Kelsey's spot, man. I feel good about my O line. I have no issues with the O line whatsoever. None.
yes, man. Yo, and if the Philadelphia Eagles ever let Stoutland hit the market, I'm gonna be mad. Somebody needs to get fired. Somebody needs to get fired. This
Right.
dude should be one of the highest paid coaches. I don't care if he get paid more than my head coach. God damn it. Hey, he
Right.
deserved
Right.
it. To take a Jordan Mariota, man, out of nowhere, man, out of rugby
Right.
system, to make him be one of the best left tackles in the league already, that's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes. I mean,
I don't, like it don't matter.
you really can't say that about Jeff. Jeff just the man. He's just the man. Everything he touches on the O line just comes out good. There's nothing. Jeff is the man. That's why he's been around here so long. That's why they refuse. Jeff can't go nowhere. They were not letting Jeff go nowhere. Whole new coaching staff. Jeff only went back. Jeff ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere. Hey, he better not. Anyway, what's up? Let me
No.
see, Jenks. Can't wait for my birthday tomorrow. Okay, happy early birthday, Jenks. Happy birthday, Jenks. My guy right here. Every time I do play-by-play, he's the first one, and he's the only person I know that takes blood pressure medicine before the game even started. And he's only 15 or 16, and he's taking blood pressure medicine when he watches Philadelphia Eagles play. By the way, so
Hey, look, I think we all on blood pressure meds watching the Eagles after all these years. Oh my goodness.
yeah, facts. All right, so we know that training camps opens tomorrow. Thank God football is
Yes.
back.
Yes.
It felt like
Yes.
it took forever, especially if you're a content creator. You be like, oh my God, come on,
Yeah,
hurry
I'm
up.
gonna talk about.
I never knew
Right.
how long the off season was until this off season. I'm like, oh
Yes.
my God, since what, January? It's just
January.
like,
Yep.
oh, this football here, yeah, every day was like so slow, and now it's here. What are some camp battles you will be watching for? That is like, ooh, I gotta see this.
Oh well, Jalen Rager. Is he going to make the team this year? We could start right there. We could start with the biggest elephant in the room, Jalen Rager. It's the first round pick. Are you even going to be on the roster this year? That's what you got to ask yourself. And then the safety spot. They just signed a guy from San Francisco. You're bringing it back, Kevon Wallace. They seem to be real high on Marcus Epps. So we're going to see. I mean, Anthony Harris has his spot locked up. But what about that other spot? That's the key. Can they get that other spot together between Kevon Wallace? I think the guy's name is I got him down here.
Tart? Is it Tart or Tart?
Yeah, Tart. Yeah,
Trap?
Tart. Yep.
Let me
Trap or something. I think it's Trap. Jaquiz Tarp or something.
Let me see. Man, I forgot his name too. But I mean, those are some good positions, especially the wide receiver, though. But
Oh yeah,
I mean, the whole Rager situation to me, oh my God. Man, I'm telling you this
yeah.
right now. I do not think that the Philadelphia Eagles will cut Rager. Because one, if they cut him,
Mm-hmm.
they are. I think that they take a $2.5 million cap hit. That's number one.
Okay,
Number two, he was your first round pick. He's
I
your
know.
first round pick. Imagine you cut him. Somebody else goes and pick him up, and he
Uh
tried
huh.
to be the player that you thought he was, but he just needed a new team, a change of scenery. I mean, imagine that. How bad would you like? How you like? Oh, like yo,
I
I'm
mean,
like that now. Go
it,
ahead.
it, it hurt. It hurts sometimes. It hurts sometimes. We can jump the basketball because when you see how Ben Simmons turned out, then you look at Ingram, you're like, oh my God, why couldn't we take Ingram? Jesus. But the way sports has been going for our city, it's always the guy like the Rasul Douglas, the Sidney Jones. I don't know. The list goes on. It's like these guys get out of here and they go somewhere else and they flourish. I think it's a pressure thing here. I think in other cities they're more laid back and guys are allowed to be themselves. Where here we're like, why are you not producing? Why are you not producing? And I think a lot of guys can't flourish in a city like ours. It takes a certain type of player to flourish in our city.
But look, or do you feel like that we cannot develop players very well? Like,
That's
especially
possible.
when it comes to wide receivers, defensive back. What was the last defensive back that the Philadelphia Eagles draft and develop? Like it,
Oh man,
like
you talking about
what?
Lito Shepard and Sheldon Brown, man.
I mean, what was the last wide
Go back
receiver
way
that the
back
Philadelphia?
there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what was the last wide receiver that we got and was like that we had to develop? And Devontae Smith was already developed. Macklin, Jackson, those guys
Right.
were already developed. Look at JJ. Like I don't know
Yep.
what it is. I don't know if it's a development
Well, he's
issue.
moved to tight end this
Or,
year. He moved to tight end.
man, he ain't gonna make this man's tight end. Like, we got who's our tight end? Goddard. We still got a Jackson
Goddard.
still drafted that dude out of Calicarrot or whatever. Oh man,
Is it
I have
O-
all.
is it
The tight
Oklahoma?
end.
Isn't he from Oklahoma? Is he from Oklahoma?
Yeah. Yeah. He played with Jalen Hurts
Yeah.
before. So we drafted him. We still have. Oh man, we've got about like four tight ends, man. Hey, JJ
Right.
is
Well, I'm
not
not high
gonna
on
make.
JJ, but they said the knock on JJ. They said the knock on JJ was he couldn't get separation from corners. Maybe he could be better against linebackers and safeties. We'll
And
see.
you think he gonna
We'll see.
block? You think he gonna block? A defensive end or a linebacker. I mean, you think JJ will be better used at tight end than wide receiver? Honest
Well,
truth.
Nick Sirianni said he was one of the best blocking wide receivers and things like that
Yes,
he
when
had.
you're
Look,
blocking.
I ain't high on
Hey,
JJ. I don't know. I don't trust JJ based on what I've seen, but we got to see. We're gonna have to see it play out. Like I don't trust JJ, man. JJ has turned. That goes back to the DK Metcalf trade. That's another. I mean, DK Metcalf's draft. That's another one that bothers me too a little bit.
yeah, look, I'm done with JJ because last year I had a bet with Tone the Shield, man, another good content creator, right? The bet was this.
Okay.
The bet was simple, like easy money, I think. So if
Okay.
JJ or Sego Whiteside score one
Right.
touchdown in 17 games, just one, he could trip. Look, hey, he could pick a touchdown. I don't care how he scores a
Okay.
touchdown. If he scored
All
one
right.
touchdown, he will buy me a JJ Arcega Whiteside jersey. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is, right? Right?
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
look,
Okay.
but then if he doesn't, I gotta buy him lunch. The lunch is gonna be more than JJ Arcega Whiteside jersey anyway. But I was like, you know what?
Right.
I take the deal. You got 17 games, Hey, if we're
Right.
blowing a team out, hey, put JJ in, boom, he get a touchdown by accident. I saw the jersey flash before my eyes when in the end zone against the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
The ball came to him. Like, yes, I was like,
Right.
there goes my boom. It hit him. I'm like, how did you not catch that? That was the last game of the
Right.
season.
I remember that. I remember that.
I
I
was
remember
like,
that.
no.
I remember that. I remember that.
And so I bought him lunch, and I was like, you know what? I was done with JJ because that was your opportunity to show the coaches that, hey, when given the opportunity,
Okay.
I can catch. I can make some plays. You know what I mean? I'm that guy when given opportunity.
Okay. I can see
He
that.
couldn't even score against backups. He couldn't score. So ever since then, I was done with JJ. I'm like, you know what? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I don't want him here no more. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right. I got to understand that. You got a JJ that got a sore spot on. I get it.
Yeah. A sore spot in my pocket. You know what I mean? My pockets, man. You'll have a hole. All right, so let me see. UN 609. What rating would you give? Would you guys give the O line and pass protect? Oh, I think I give him an A++ for run blocking. You know, because hey, anytime you lead the league in rushing, averaging almost 200 yards a game, you know, hey, that's an A+.
Right.
Pass blocking, we are built to run. But I give him a solid B. You know, I give him a solid B.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, these guys are big, man. You know, it take a toll on the body when you pass block.
Right.
Because you are literally getting pushed backwards. You know, your back, your knees, all that good stuff. So that's why I think the Eagles offensive line are way better in running. Like these big boys just want to run downhill, not get pushed back. Like, you know, I mean, just constantly getting pushed back and stuff like that. That's why a lot of these injuries are lower body injuries. You know, like Achilles tear or whatever it is, because it's hard on your body going backwards at 300 pounds. You know, so I'll give them a solid B for
you just absorbing punishment all day. That's not good.
Yeah, so I give them that. Let me see.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Man, you know Rager is a monster in camp. Yes, catfish 101 right there. Rager is a catfish wide receiver, man. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it.
Brown. Right. Right.
Do not fall for it. Let me see. The solution. What's up, man? He says they might be able to trade Rager and get something back, draft pick wise. They tried to. They tried to trade Rager to the Ravens.
Yes,
remember? They tried to, they tried to give Rager away to the Ravens. They said no. They didn't want, because I think they were trying to get either a linebacker or a safety from the Ravens, and they said no, we don't want Rager. And the Ravens don't have a wide receiver. I think they got Bateman over there, but they don't even want him. So hey, that's a wash.
And that's bad.
Hey, that is bad though. But when was the last time you seen a Philadelphia Eagle let a good player go and they go like and play some other team? Like I don't know. It seems like everybody we let go, we gave up on them too quick. But then if JJ get cut, who's gonna pick him up? Like, who's gonna pick up JJ?
I don't think nobody picks up JJ. Somebody will pick up Rager though, just because of his versatility. Somebody will give him a chance. Somebody will give him a chance.
And blocking. All right, so what are some camp battles? Let me see. All right, so I want to see the linebacker position. That is what I'm most fascinated about, because Kobe Dean, Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, like we think that Hassan Reddick is strictly going to play in. I'm thinking that's probably going to be his position, so I'm not throwing him in the linebacker conversation just yet. Davion Taylor, Sean Bradley. We are deep at linebacker. So I want to see, does Kobe Dean start from the jump, or is he going to be a rotational piece? I mean, I want to see the depth chart, the training camp depth chart when he start coming out, then you can start getting a clear picture. Okay, who's going to do what? Or do you think it's based on the package that hey, you might have them start 2 series, boom, they switch the package from a 4-3 to a 3-4. I mean, like, how do you see the linebacker situation playing out?
On the Kobe Dean, I still can't believe he fell to us at 3. I don't know what the league was thinking, but you know what?
Yeah.
Thank y'all very much for that. When you look at it, man, when the last time we was able to say that linebackers was a strength on this team? I mean, the last good linebacker was it what Bradham? What do you think? What Bradham?
Yeah, Bradham. Remember Ryan, D'Amico Ryan, Kendrick.
D'Amico Ryan. Yeah, Kendrick was good. Yeah, Kendrick was good.
Hicks was good. You know what I mean? But we don't pay a linebacker because Hicks shouldn't. There's no way Jordan Hicks should have left in free agency.
Should have been gone. I agree.
There's no way.
I agree.
You drafted him, so why not keep him? Nope, we let him go.
Right, and Davion. Then you got the guy who got hurt last year. Mix now, Davion Teller. He was balling out before he got. He's another guy. So they go with all these rotational pieces. I think you're right. I think they want to do like a 4-3, 3-4 hybrid type defense. Certain guys on certain packages. That's the way I would use them because they just. I can't believe I'm saying it, but they just so talented across the linebacker spot now. You got to almost use everybody for the most part.
Yeah, I agree because last year T.J. Edwards was our best run-stopping linebacker. So I mean, you can't really. Once he was inserted into the starting lineup, he played very, very well. You know what I mean? He was our best linebacker last year.
Yes, he did. Yep.
He should automatically get, first dibs. Like, that's his spot.
Right.
So now if you got Taylor and now you got Dean sideline to sideline. Mm-hmm. So who's playing we have a lot of linebackers. So that's going to be the most fascinating camp battle that I think. Yeah, the safety position, we know what Kevon Wallace is, and he gets hurt every year. Matter of fact, I think today is his birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Kevon. I mean, he needs to stay healthy. Like, we don't even know what we have in him. We don't know what we have.
No, because he gets hurt every year. Yeah, you're right.
He gets hurt every year. But he do a lot of talking, but he can't be on the field. He's always
he do a lot of talking, man. I would keep this a little quiet till you show us a little something, man. That's all I'm saying. It's nice to be confident, but just bring it down a little bit, young fella. Bring it down.
Yeah, exactly. And then Anthony Harris, I really think, last year, the first year in a new system, you saw flashes and stuff like that. I think the whole defense was kind of confused last year. I mean, honest truth, man. Right. I'm just going to chalk that up to first year. Everybody is kind of new coordinator, not the right players to play the position he won in that system. So everybody was like confused sometimes, you see some glimpses against bad teams.
Right.
But when you get good teams, you got to expose.
They were cooking them. Yeah, they were cooking them. Yeah.
So I got to see that one. But the cornerbacks to me is locked. Offensive line is set.
Yep.
Right. No. Is it right guard? Right guard.
No, you got Dickerson right guard. You talking about Salamalo on the left side, right?
No, because Dickerson played on the left side with Mariota. A left tackle.
That's when Salamalo got hurt.
Yeah, but he's not moving.
Salamalo's healthy.
Nah, he playing right guard. You are not messing up with that left side. Yo, you got over 600 pounds. No, I'm keeping Dickerson, Mariota, left tackle, left guard right there, Jason Kelsey, and then right tackle, you already know Lane Johnson looking like a man. Yo, matter of fact, Lane Johnson, he is out to make the Pro Bowl. He is out to prove them that was wrong from last year when he got snubbed. Yo, he's been on it.
Yep.
Yo, you do body.
Yes.
I don't have
Lane is an animal.
Lane is beasting this offseason. It seems like our whole team.
Yes.
Our whole team is beasting this offseason. They've been working out like crazy.
Yes. Absolutely. Work. And that's what you got to work in the lab in order to get better. Even Jalen Hurts, he looks totally different from when he did last year. The guys were putting in the work. You just got to see if that work going to hit the field now. That's what you're looking for. Can the coaching staff put them in the right positions to win? That is the key now.
Facts. Facts. Hey, shout out to everybody that is watching, man. The solutions say JJ will be out of the league if he doesn't make it here. Absolutely. I mean, he'll be out of the league. I mean, you know what, man? He might be a good water boy. So I'm not going to say out the league because you always need water, you know, that good quality H2O. So hey, it is what it is. Hey, the Facebook user Fly Eagle Fly, please, if you are watching on Facebook, please jump on YouTube, subscribe because I cannot see your name, and I like to acknowledge everybody that shows up and supporting me. So if you can, please, the link is below. If you're watching on Facebook, the link is below. So please hit me up on YouTube. But hey, fact, let me see, Caitlin Eagle Strong, what's going on? How you doing? So yeah, so we went the Kent Battle ones. Yeah, that's about it. Running back, I feel like Miles Sanders is one. A game was two. Boston Sky is three, and the fourth is up for grab. The wide receivers, man. The only question is Jalen Reagor. Is he going to be on the team or not? I mean, if he is he going to play what special teams? But then you still got Davon Allen. You know, the 100 meter. You know, blazing speed, Olympic winner. I mean, so you got him. If he's not on the team, that's another player I'm scared that might be on the practice squad. If we put him on a practice squad, man, I'm telling you right now, somebody's gonna scoop him up and have him returning kicks for him or something. Because this dude is fast. This dude is blazing fast. And not only fast, but he could play football. You know what I mean? He could play ball.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that if he doesn't make the 53-man roster, that if he goes on practice squad, yeah, we about to lose him. So we about to lose him real quick. All right, so a couple more. So defense, real quick. What are you expecting from the defense? We can talk about the takeaways. Like, I mean, like last year we were dead last in sacks. So what are your expectations for the defense this upcoming season?
I'm expecting them to get back in the sack totals, you know, making things happen, turning the ball over. You know, when you add somebody like Godzilla and then Hassan Reddick, you know, you got to get to the quarterback now. Last year it was horrible. I think that's why a lot of those quarterbacks, those top quarterbacks, were able to pick us apart because there was no pressure from the front four. If you can start getting pressure with your front four, that takes care of everything in the secondary. You can cover for your secondary with a good front four. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for Reddick to step up. You're looking for Fletcher Clark to have a step up. Hargrave, he was balling, period. He's back on that. Brandon Graham, always on deck. Super Bowl, man. I can't get enough love for BG, man. I love BG, man. I'm so glad he's back, leader of the defense, man. I'm hype about that.
Yeah, fact. Look, this defense, I believe that defense could easily be top five in takeaways. Because if you have a guy like Fletcher Cox doing it, rotation, him and big boy Jordan Davis, and now you got Hargrave and Milton Williams, man, keeping those body fresh. The year we won the Super Bowl, we had a NASCAR package, we had Long coming in, and we had Brandon Graham, we had Sweat, we had these guys. Curry was there. So that year we won the Super Bowl, we had packages. Because in the fourth quarter, when the game is tight, and now you start rotating these guys,
you're
gonna get to the quarterback. So last year we was almost like 31st or dead last in sack. But this year I expect us to be at least a top 5 defense, regardless if we blitz or not. Because I feel like with Hassan Reddick, the acquisition of Hassan Reddick, and to have a Jordan Davis and a Hargrave, you do not want to go one-on-one with Hargrave, and you definitely don't want to go one-on-one with Jordan Davis. So somebody's going to get the single, one-on-one, and they are going to eat. Last year, we started off pretty strong last year, and then we slowly fade away. Hargrave was like on a double-digit sack pace last year, and then he wasn't getting no help. And then BG went down. BG is back. Even as much as we can't. Josh Sweat, he was on a tear. Even though we can't stand Barnett, but I'm telling you right now, barring
Yeah,
that,
man.
he does show up every game. His motor is so high that it be causing him to get penalties. But he's
Yes.
back. Like, if you look at the deal, it's like a 1 year deal, you know what I mean? A type
It
of
is. It's
thing.
a
But
1 year
like,
deal. It's one of those prove it
so
deals. Yeah.
yeah, one of those prove it deals. So I feel like with our defensive front, man, we should be like harassing the heck out of those quarterbacks, starting from first quarter all the way to when the clock strikes zero. I mean, we should be the
Yes.
quarterbacks running for their lives because and then you got your linebackers in there who blitz also. I mean, this
Yep.
defense, and then you got your cornerback with Slay and Bradbury, and then the Maddox in the slot. One of the
Yep.
top slot corners and Maddox.
One is in the league.
So,
Yes.
so look, to me right now, the weakest part on this defense is the safeties, only because we don't
Yep.
know, the full potential, like what they could do. You know what I mean? So, but I believe with the Slay and Bradbury and Maddox that the safeties shouldn't really have a lot of problem. You know.
Right. I had to pick your brain about this. How in the world does ESPN tell us that Darius Slay is not a top 10 cornerback? Can we please address that? Please. I don't get that. I need somebody to fix this for me. I don't understand it.
Look, I'm telling you what. If you were midnight green, black, and white, you're gonna get hated. I mean,
Okay.
you automatically drop, some ratings. Even I think, man, who said it? Was it Reddit? Was like last year I was at 86, had a great year, and then now I'm at 83. People was like, "Hey, you Philadelphia Eagle, man." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and automatically you get points deducted because you were midnight green. That's it. I mean, hey, that's the only thing that I could say is that. So
top 10.
But
I mean, not a top 10. You can't name me 10 corners better than Slay. Not 10.
Nah. I think Slay is a top 5, maybe top 3 man-to-man corner. You know what I mean? He like to get physical. Once in a while, yeah, he might get bit a little bit, but not as much as Diggs. And we know what Trayvon Diggs, he get bit a lot. And the only reason why, look, I'm going to give Diggs some love because he's a ball hog, and I love his, he's an XY receiver, by the way, man, XY receiver. So his ball skills is very, very good. He knows how to track it. But man, the minute you do this, he bit.
Right over his head. Right over his head.
Yes. And he gone. Like just like that. But hey, he's still young though. Last year was his second year. But I think that this year, people are going to test him like that. People are going to test him with the double moves. So as far as his picks go, it will drop from 11 to probably around maybe 5 or 6. Because I think people are going to test him with the double moves. He's going to be scared to try to jump routes. So things going to change. But with Slay, he's a man press up corner, where he's best at. I mean, and that zone stuff don't work with Slay. He could play it, but it doesn't work with him like that. He likes to be man up. Hands on and stuff like that. Slow. But yeah, man. So hey, this defense got potential top 5. Look, I won't be surprised. But I said the same thing going into last year. I'm like, look, man, we were one cornerback away. If we get Steven Nelson, oh my God, our defense is gonna be good. Remember that? Everybody was saying that.
And we got Steven Nelson, and it didn't pan out well. But I think that had to do with the pass rush, though. Let's be fair. I think that was the pass rush. I don't think it was more Steven. I think it was more pass rush.
Yeah, probably. Probably it was the pass rush. But last year we thought that a lot of us said, hey, we were one cornerback away. We got that cornerback. Hey, and then I'm telling you, when I went to Philly to watch the game live, I was like, oh my God, he's the worst cornerback on our team. But maybe it was the system. Maybe it was the scheme. So I'm not going to put it all on the players because you are a coach. You supposed to put your players in position to succeed. And I felt like last year on defense-wise, a lot of these guys wasn't put in position to succeed. So I'm hoping that this year things change and turn around. So, All right. So the last thing we're gonna talk about, man, and we're gonna get out of here. It's the offense, man. Like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
what type of offense are you expecting to see from the Philadelphia Eagles? A pass heavy, run heavy, 50-45, and whatever it is. I mean, what type of offense, do you want the Philadelphia Eagles to run?
I want them to run a more balanced attack. The first of the year, too much passing. Second half of the season, I get why they went to the run, but then the pass game fell off when you needed it the most. You got to get into a balance, man, so you can start throwing these guys off. Because when you got into that Tampa Bay game, they already knew what you was going to do. You were one dimensional. You cannot be one dimensional in the NFL. Everybody's going to start picking up the schemes. You got the best coaches. Got the best coaches in the NFL and players. After a while, they start, especially the good defenses. They're not going to let you just beat them on the ground like that. You're going to have to beat them in the air.
Facts. Look, I want to see an offense where you can't game plan for one or another. You can't game plan for the run. You can't game plan for the pass because you don't know what's coming. Like last year,
Right.
towards the second half of the season, yes, we was the number one rushing offense, even though people was trying to stop it, but they couldn't. But trust me, these coaches get paid. They are NFL coaches. They're going to adjust. They're going to adapt to the Philadelphia Eagle run.
They are.
They're going to make Jalen Hurts try to beat them. So I want to see a more balanced, a more balanced offense where Jalen Hurts, to me, has to throw the ball. I mean, the play calling has to be at least 55, like 55, 45 to me.
Yeah,
like
I agree
55%
with you.
run, 55% pass, because we have to see what Jalen Hurts have, right? Because this is his year. This is another audition year for him. All right. And now they gave him weapons. So I want to see, all right, has he improved in a marathon like that? So, man, that's all I want to see. I mean, it's not a hard offense. I just want to see this team score some points, run the ball, a smart decision making with the quarterback and the running backs. Coaches, hey, if you get to the 3-yard line again, like the Philadelphia Eagles did against the 49ers, 3-yard line, and we came away with 0 points because we want to pass. You better run the ball. Like, see, that's the type of play calling I want to see. I want to see.
Oh, you know it's bad when the whole stadium like run the ball, run the ball.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Whole stadium, 60,000 strong, yelling at you. It's crazy.
Whole stadium, man. Whole stadium is yelling the same thing. The fans is yelling. Other team was like, "Why ain't y'all running the ball?" The whole NFL was like, "Why ain't the Eagles running the ball?" So I want to see a smarter play calling this season. I'm glad that Nick Sirianni, you know what, man? I give him props. I give Nick Sirianni props, man. He swallowed his pride, second half of last season. He gave up play calling, and now he came out and said it. He's going to continue to give up play calling, and he's going to focus on the whole team. And that's what you should do as a young coach. Like, I mean, you shouldn't be a young coach and want to call offense because when your head is in the play calling, your defense, like, you're not watching.
Yeah, you can make yourself on the field.
Exactly. Yeah. So now you can't even see what your defense is doing because you're too busy worrying about your offense. So I'm glad he's going to take a step back, just watch. I mean, that's sign of maturity to me. He's growing on me. He's growing in the city of Philadelphia. I mean, all his little his little flower analogies and all that stuff. Hey, look, the players actually like that stuff. I mean, we don't have to like it as long as the players respond to it.
Yeah, they responded to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm good with it, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think Nick is, I am too. I think Nick is talented, man. I just think that, like you said, he swallowed his pride. He got himself together. And we're going to see what happens. His second year, he's going to take a step back, and I think Nick is that talent where he can see and he can add actually to the play calling during the game. That's what you want to do as a head coach.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, man. Yo, man, hey, we've been on for an hour and 10 minutes, man. Shout out to you, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Everybody, hey, if you have not subscribed to my guy, the Sports Garage, man, go check him out, man. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And we will be doing some more collabs, man. Anytime you need me on your
Yes.
channel, or I'll bring you back on, man. I'm down. You know, hey, I love working with good content creators, man. And you are good. You know what I mean? I've seen your posts. I've seen your YouTube channel. I watch your video. Man, I like your knowledge, so I'm glad to have you on my channel for the first time, and hopefully it's not the last time. So let them know what you're working on, where they could find you at, and when the next time you're going to be live.
Oh man, so you guys, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on, Twitter as well at Tyrone Brown 302. You can hit the link. You can find me on Facebook at Tyrone Brown Jr. And my next live is tomorrow. We'll be talking fantasy football, all top 10 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, kickers. I'm gonna break it all down for you because, as you know, I'm the league champion this year in my John. So I'm real hyped about getting started. So I'm gonna have to be bragging a little bit tomorrow as we getting ready for the new draft. But yeah, we're gonna break it all down tomorrow, man. I hope to see all you guys tomorrow, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Join my live. We're gonna be talking some fantasy football, man. JC, appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate you.
Hey man, look man, no problem, man. Anytime, man. And if y'all watching, man, and y'all have not subscribed to my channel, man, please hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. They both cost you nothing. It's free 99. Trust me, ain't no taxes involved. This is free. All right, nothing here costs money. It's free. It's free. Just come hang out with me. Wednesday, I'll be live with my guy King DV for a podcast called The Showdown, where we talk about a lot, like the NFL, NBA. We don't agree on a lot, but we do sometimes agree on the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's why I started it. And Wednesdays, 7 p.m., The Showdown. You know, be there, bring all your questions, bring all your comments, your gripes, and then we're going to talk about training camp start tomorrow, Tuesday. So we definitely going to be talking about the first 2 days of training camp. So make sure you tune in, man.
Absolutely.
And look, this year is going to be special. I could feel it. I don't say that a lot, but this year, just based on what I've been hearing and watching in the workouts that these guys are individually doing, like the quarterback, it also with the leadership, and Jalen Hurts has been putting in the work, and it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. It's put up, shut up. The season to me starts tomorrow. I mean, this is where it starts. Training camp, going to the season and see what this team is about. This year is about to be special. How special? Hey, that's why it's going to be a special season. We just got to wait and see how special it's going to be, man.
Yes.
But you already know, man. As always, go Birds.
Yes, go Birds.